Hey friends, this week we're jumping back into chapter 16 of the story, The Beginning of the End. And with a title as ominous as that, we might expect that there's not going to be much hope here, not much light at the end of the tunnel. Despite the appeals of God's messengers, the prophets, guys like Elijah, the kingdom of Israel persisted in their hard-hearted rebellion and idolatry. And now God's going to punish them at the hands of the Assyrians, one of the world's great superpowers. The downward spiral of the Israelites finally hit rock bottom, and God allowed them to experience the full brunt of their sins. Yet even in judgment, there is mercy. Even in removing his hand of protection and allowing the Israelites to receive punishment at the hands of the Assyrians, and then they carried them off into exile, even then it was for their benefit, because God's judgment would not last forever. As the psalmist says in Psalm 30, verse 5a, for his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts, a lifetime. God would again lead his people back from their spiritual exile and draw their wandering hearts back home. I don't know about you, but for me, it seems like it's at the bottom of the barrel where God finds us. When we're at the end of ourselves, when our sins find us out, when it seems like we can't even muster the strength to reach up toward him, God reaches down toward us in the form of his beloved Son, Jesus Christ. And God deals with our sin not by punishing it as our sins deserve, but by heaping them upon his only Son instead, and allowing Jesus to suffer the consequences and the punishment in our place. As Isaiah puts it, my righteous servant will justify many, and he will bear their iniquities. He poured out his life unto death and was numbered with the transgressors. Well, who are the transgressors? That's you and that's me, isn't it? Now, our only hope is Jesus. His shoulders are the only ones strong enough and broad enough to save us and to rescue us and to forgive us. And it is only the nail-scarred hands of the Good Shepherd that can draw his lost and wandering sheep back home. So may we find ourselves trusting and yes, believing that eternal truth this week.